Hi guys, can you help me to choose my case study? I have two buildings, which is Istana Budaya and National Art Gallery. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the history of Istana Budaya and National Art Gallery. Istana Budaya was mooted during National Cultural Congress in 1971 as a Malaysian art discourse. Its establishment was advanced by the establishment of National Cultural Group in 1972 under jurisdiction of Ministry of Cultural, Youth and Sports. In 1973, KBN were moving from Jalan Ampang to National Cultural Complex at Jalan Tun Ismail that focuses its activities professionally in traditional dance and music. Istana Budaya can be proud of as first theatre in Asia that has sophisticated stage mechanism for theatre performance. For the National Visual Arts Gallery is flanked by the National Theatre and the National Library. It is a tranquil complex, also known as the Balai Seni Visual Negara. It showcases a permanent collection of over 2,500 local and foreign works of art, including photography by celebrated contemporary artists. Locals refer it to simply as the National Art Gallery. The complex is spread out over 3 floors and has 7 galleries, plus outdoor exhibition areas and a cafe. So, what do you guys think about this building? Which one is better?
Well, I think Istana Budaya have more interesting character because that we can see the shape, size and the scale of the building are very proportionate. Like the building itself and the roof are very big, but both sides are still balanced and it is proportionate. Like we can see that the roof are very tall and it have like four layers, and then it can be seen from afar and it can be seen from the road itself. And then for the size of the spaces itself, like for the auditorium, it can like accommodate like 1,412 people at the same time within 3 different floors. And then the sizes of the building itself, it's inspired by the spaces of Malay traditional house. Like just like the lobby, it resembles the serambi, which is it is put a little bit lower than the main space, and it is have a smaller space. And then like for the auditorium, it resembles the rumah ibu, so it have like a bigger space. And then other than that, I think that another unique character about Istana Budaya, it have different kind of texture at the building, such as we can see that from the exterior, the building are made from for the exterior wall, the building are made from aluminium, meanwhile for the interior wall, it is made from concrete. So we can see that both facade and wall have a smooth texture. So when they have a smooth texture, it is like it is lessen the risk of the user to get any injuries or bruise. So let's say they get a bump into the wall, so it is much more safer for them. And then for the floor, like the interior floor, they use the travertine tiles. Yeah, travertine tiles, which is it have a rough surface. So when the floor have a rough surface, it is more safer for the user because it doesn't slippery. And then one more thing that is interesting about the building, that all the doors are carved with floral and leaf motif, so that it could emphasize the culture of Malay art, traditional Malay art. And then I think the last one, the interesting part about Istana Budaya is the colors. The most obvious one is the roof. We can see that the color of the roof itself is turquoise. It is very bright. So when people from afar or from the road can see the colors of the roof, we can see the roof from afar. So it helps and become a guidance for the user when they want to find the building. They could see them easily. And then for the exterior color, the exterior wall color, it is colored in white. So from my research, from my reading a little bit about colors, white give the sense of clean, give the sense of positive, give the sense of natural vibes. So it could help to emphasize the elegance of the building itself. And then for the interior, for inside, the colors are mostly white and brown. So the brown colors, it is more warm, give a secure feeling, more comfortable. So when the user come there to watch performance, they become more comfort and can watch the performance more comfort.
But
I think.
I think the National Art Gallery is more interesting in terms of scale, texture, and also color, because this building is actually pretty big. Looking to the inside, it consists of 5 floors, including the ground floor. This allows a lot of people to accommodate into this building. National Art Gallery also spread artworks into each type and theme into sections, so that people visitors not gather up in one space and it prevents from the space being crowded. And the center of this building also creates a focal point, which is the high volume space. Standing at the ground floor looking upward straight to the roof gives a sense of spacious, and the design also generates curiosity for visitors to explore more about the exhibitions. While in terms of texture, National Art Gallery gives one dominant texture, which is smooth. The blend of slate, tinted glass, and also clean modern lines of the roofs gives the smooth effect. The same goes to the exterior wall, which gives visual texture by using aluminium cladding. This smooth texture is safe and smooth to touch and more practical to use, and does not create unnecessary inconvenience to the people. Going to the colors, we can see from the outside, this building consists of light blue, silver, and beige colors for the roof. And based on the perception of color in architecture, blue colors give the relaxing effect. The light blue metallic roof associates calm, sober, secure, and also kinds of noble sense. The same goes to the beige color, which is famous for its relaxing and also placate effect. Going downwards into the wall, the grey wall is actually gives an important role in give the impression of neutral to calming. Other than that, some part of the concrete wall is actually decorated by colorful paintings that kind of eye attraction. And well, there's more actually. If we look inside the National Art Gallery, the brown and white color plays an important role in playing with our psychology, because the white interior wall gives us the bright and also clean effect suitable with the function of this space, which is to emphasize the art exhibit. On the other hand, the brown floor gives the steady and also stable effect to the people. Compared to Istana Budaya, I think the white exterior color of the building's wall, which is quite dominant, and it gives the sense of sterile and without energy.
But I think the National Art Building are not very proportionate, because the roof size look more bigger than the spaces. And then for the exterior color, it's the color is grey, so it makes the building looks more dull and gloomy.
But I think the scale of the roof with the design is quite completely gives the unique look, and also gives the sense of grand. And for the colors, I don't think the grey colors looks gloomy and also dull, as the color used in this building is actually metallic grey, so it kind of gives a interesting and also calm to look at.
Oh, I see. These two buildings really emphasize about the colors, as it controls the spaces by influencing the moods of the user based on the function of the spaces itself. Both buildings are also big-scale buildings which can accommodate a lot of people at the same time. Interesting?
Okay, for the special impression, I will explain about 3 main spaces inside the building, which is all of these spaces are inspired from a traditional Malay house. So for the lobby, it is represent the Serambi, the auditorium represent the rumah ibu, and lastly the backstage represent the rumah dapur. So I start with the lobby, which is the lobby symbolize the main entrance of Balai Riung Seri Istana of Malay Sultanate during the old days. And this space is the smallest space among the other. It is about 1 to 4 of the spaces, and at this space they are decorated with many Malay art like bayan leaf. Bayan leaf is a wayang kulit puppet, and it look very elegant. Beside this is the artwork from our local artist named Datuk Sheikh Jamal. Thus, it gives a visitor the feeling of Malay culture, and also they can learn a new thing about our culture. Besides, there is a natural lighting that penetrate through the building, which gives the welcoming. And next is about the auditorium, which is also called Panggung Sari. This Panggung Sari can be accommodated about 1,421 people at the same time. This Panggung Sari is in a fan shape, and also the seating is arranged in a circular concentric arrangement. Thus, this can increase the efficiency of the auditorium visually and also acoustically. Also, some of the seats can be movable. Thus, the visitor can experience different feeling in different performance. Moreover, the large extent floor to ceiling are providing a dramatic view for the visitor. Also, the decoration inside the auditorium give a royal feeling because like they have a jendela behind the royal box. Lastly is the backstage and also the training hall. It is a private area only for the staff and also the performer can access. Thus, it is located at the behind of the building.
Oh, I see. Good point. So for the National Art Gallery, I will emphasize on three main spaces that also inspired by Malay traditional house, that are the entrance as Serambi, the main lobby as Rumah Ibu, and the galleries as the kitchen. Firstly, I will start with the entrance. The entrance is extracted from the Malay traditional house, which is elevated and has stairs and leading to the porch or veranda, that also known as the Serambi. Before entering the main hall, we can see the veranda that can give the sense of welcoming, that also as the social space. The elevated entrance also as the efficient system for the safeguard against flash flood, so that the art pieces can be protected. Next is the main hall that is inspired by Rumah Ibu. The main hall has a big circular ramp towards the third level that is inspired by Guggenheim Museum. The ramp acts as the entrance of the galleries and gives sense of welcoming with the skylight. The big circular ramp also gives sense of elegance, purity, and modernism to the main hall. Lastly, the galleries. There are 7 galleries in the National Art Gallery. That are Gallery A, the largest gallery located at the first floor. The gallery is suitable for the large exhibition, for the art painting, sculpture, photography, or installation. Next, Gallery Reka, also located at first floor, that display textile prototype, sculpture, instrument, and architecture poster. Then Gallery 2A, 2B, and 3A, that located at second floor. The gallery holds periodic exhibitions and feature different work monthly. The wall and the floor for the galleries are plastered by whitewashed concrete. It is to give focus to the artwork and creating the best environment. The gallery also uses controllable lighting system that gives sense of mysterious ambience and passionate artistic feelings to the visitors.
Oh, so both of the buildings are quite similar, but they have different approaches to Rumah Ibu, where Istana Budaya use Serambi, but National Art Galleries inspire Rumah Ibu as the main hall.
Okay, about the language, Istana Budaya use two different language, which is vernacular and also modern, but mostly it use vernacular style. And we can see at the entrance there is a large staircase which is resembled from the traditional Malacca house, where this Malacca house usually used to have a big staircase to welcome the visitor. The larger the staircase, the more welcoming feeling will be. So, and next is we can see a lot of carving at the entrance at the lobby area, like there are a carving at the door. Also for the roof, at the roof, we can see it is the same as the traditional Malay house, the high pitch roof. And the roof has four layer, which is resemble the Siri Junjung. And also about the more contemporary style, this building used to have a large tempered glass to penetrate the daylighting into the building. Also, they have the exposed concrete structure, the column and the beam.
Some of the point that you had mentioned just now is also applied to the National Art Gallery, where the vernacular Malay design merged with the contemporary design, such as the elevated entrance, the incorporated with the metaphor of Siri Junjung and Songket Tengkolok. But the difference in this building, which is the Southern Light Blue A-frame tinted glass roof. The great amount of the tinted glass in this building allow maximum use of natural light to preserve the quality of the art piece and also to regulate the temperature of the space.
Oh, interesting. But I think Istana Budaya have a good roof structure because you can see the design have four layers, which give the element of freedom, and also the roof become the hierarchy for the building.
Yes, I agree. But just to make it clear that this National Art Gallery is designed to be more straightforward, where it extracting the structural form of the overlapping of bumbung panjang, the traditional house gajah menyusu compared to the Istana Budaya roof structure.
Oh wait, I get it. From what I understand, both of these buildings is actually give a sense of harmony to the local context because of the continuity of the design. It adapted to the local context and approached the local community. Okay, what about the culture of user for both buildings?
At Istana Budaya, there are many activities that can be done. Like, for example, there are many types of performance, like musical theatre, opera from local and international performance, classical concert, orchestra, and also dance performance. Besides, they also can have a training, like a seminar for dance and acting.
Oh, interesting. On the other hand, the activities that held in the National Art Galleries are exhibitions. There are 7 indoor galleries and 1 outdoor galleries. The next one is cafe, and then the art workshops, such as classes for the kids, gathering of arts and craft from the various countries and cultures. The next one is film viewing, talk shows and seminars from the companies. The last one is performance from the musical instruments and the theatre.
Oh, that's great. So I think both buildings have its own strength and weakness. They also have same common characteristic like both roof of the buildings is resemble the traditional pitch roof of Malay house. The special arrangement for both buildings also inspired from Malay traditional house layout. And the best thing about both buildings is it gives sense of harmony to the local context because of the continuity of the design. So I think I will choose both for my case study. Thank you for the info.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.